Well, hello and welcome to this week's Monday Moments, complete with lens flare. As you can see, I'm like J.J. Abrams, lots of lens flare everywhere. But anyway, our first Monday Moment of 2021, woohoo! So first of all, we want to thank everyone who donated to the organization as part of our year-end giving campaign. All those donations really go a long way in helping us to be able to sustain the organization through these difficult times as we continue to try and bring as much live entertainment and events to people that we can. Also, we want to thank everyone who watched and participated in our virtual New Year's Eve celebration. If you missed out on that, you missed out. There's nothing else I can say for you except I'm sorry that your New Year's wasn't nearly as awesome as mine. But we do want to thank everyone who watched that streaming concert that we produced, and to all the performers who were part of putting that concert together. If you watched that concert, give a thumbs up or a comment about how much you liked it or who was your favorite performer on the concert. Hint, it was me. So anyway, but put that in the comments there. We don't get a lot of comments on our live videos, so hey, there's now a reason for you to comment there. So if you watch that New Year's concert, put in the comments what was your favorite part of that concert. All right, but right now we are kicking off 2021 already because we are already in Tech Week for a new show. I know, it's crazy. But anyway, we are in Tech Week for Say Goodnight Gracie, the show that was postponed from November because we did see that spike in COVID cases. Fortunately, in Gage County and our health district, the case levels have gone down considerably. And so we feel once again safe in opening the doors to the public and trusting all of our safety procedures and protocols to keep audience members safe attending the shows. Of course, we still will continue to have physically distant seating, limited seating capacity, and as you can see behind me there, if you can see through my Abrams lens flare, there's empty seats right now, but the cardboard cutouts will be back. Thank you, Jenny, for saying that I was awesome. You and Josh were also awesome, Jenny. Let's see. But one thing is that, we are ready for Tech Week of Say Goodnight Gracie. And so now we are going to step up on the stage here and suddenly, oh my gosh, we've been transported to vaudeville. I am now on a vaudevillian stage, and I'm going to step out just a little bit further so you can actually get the full effect. As you can see, look at that. There's a vaudeville theater there on stage, ready for you to come see the show this weekend. I'm going to run back on stage because I wanted to talk about. So one thing that people could, you could wonder is that, the show, Say Goodnight Gracie, was supposed to go up back in November. And so how did we keep the show fresh and keep it going during the little in-between shutdown that we had there for this production? Well, we did take about a month off with the show, and then we came back to it right in early December. We came back to the show, and Bruce had been spending time with the script, obviously, throughout. Yeah, the cutout, Jillian, yes, the cutout of Shrek. We will make sure that you sit next to Shrek when you come see the show Thursday. But anyway, so we kept the show fresh. Bruce was working on it on his own, but then we would have like 1 or 2 rehearsals a week in the in-between time, and then this last week we had a couple of rehearsals, and now we are in a full regular rehearsal process with the show, as if we hadn't paused the show for a while. And one of the things was to kind of come back and dust the show off, and also for us to remember kind of everything that we were going to do with the show. When we shut the show down before, we were like 2 days away from going into tech or something like that. And so someone had to find all of his notes on the lighting plot and the cues and everything else, and then discovered that he had thrown away the light plot because, that's what you get when you clean your office. You throw away valuable paperwork that you need. So I had to kind of recreate the lighting design for the show from what I remembered from the first pass on it. But I think we have done a great job. Bruce is doing an absolutely tremendous job with this show. You don't have to know who George Burns was to enjoy this show. We've had some people kind of wondering, like, well, who's George Burns? Well, you will learn who George Burns was and why you should know who George Burns continues to be an icon of comedy, even many years after his death at the age of 100. It really is a great look at the history of entertainment and comedy through the 20th century. And it's also really heartwarming. He breaks your heart sometimes. There's some really, really sweet moments in the show. So get those tickets for Say Goodnight Gracie. The show opens this Thursday. So not Friday like we normally open a show, this Thursday, and it only runs for one weekend. So make sure you get your tickets for this weekend. When I last looked at the seating, I know that Friday and Sunday we're filling up pretty nicely. So Thursday and Saturday are your best bets to get seating in here, because we are limiting capacity to only about 40 to 50 people total. So you don't want to miss out on this show. And unfortunately, we cannot stream the show. We tried a couple of times actually to get streaming rights for it. We could not get streaming rights for the full production. Anyway, you know what you need to do. You need to say, hello, I'd like to order tickets, Gracie. Don't call Elena Gracie, I think it'll confuse her. But call the box office and get those tickets for Say Goodnight Gracie, opening this Thursday. And also, don't forget to put in your comments here on this video, what was your favorite part of the of the New Year's Eve concert if you watched that over the weekend. So put your favorite performer or your favorite part of that in the comments here below. That is going to wrap it up, and we will see you next week, or we'll see you this weekend at the show. All right, thanks a lot.